Hi guys, my name is Chris Ray, and I've been a consultant with Usborne since the beginning of November. And Courtney contacted me today to let me know she's going to highlight a few consultants this month, and I was chosen to be one of those. So, in this video, I'll kind of go over my journey so far and just maybe some tips, which feels really weird to me because I should be getting tips from everyone else, not giving tips, but just some of the things that I have done so far that have made me feel successful. Um, so my journey started back in November when Kathy Cooney, my team leader, recruited me, and my life has always been a little bit of lack of confidence, and I've always had the drive, but I've always wondered and had a lot of what ifs. So enter my journey to Usborne is the what if monster because I was really scared to join, and Kathy kind of helped me realize that I could do this. What if I couldn't get sales? What if I couldn't? What if people didn't want to come to my parties, etc., etc. So I'm glad I threw that what if out the window, and here I am today. I have just finished my 12-week incentive period, and in the Write Your Own Success Story, I've gotten Success Kit 1 and 2 and my full kit refund. So that's awesome. And this month is a huge month for me because I was able to meet the team leader requirements for month 1. So if I can do that next month, I could be promoting to team leader on March 1st, which is a huge accomplishment for me, knowing where I started out with all my what ifs. I wanted to start out with another what if issue that I had, and that's kind of goes along with my tips. I was really, really worried and scared to recruit people because I thought that I was being pushy, or that they would say no, and there we go, the what if again. What if they say no? And I decided at a party with this girl, Cassie. Hey Cassie, that she was going to be great at this, and I remembered something with a live feed that Courtney did about how we were giving this opportunity. And I kind of took that and went with it because that's really how I felt after Kathy had recruited me, that I was giving this opportunity to people because she gave it to me. And I kind of lost a lot of those what ifs at that moment. And I asked Cassie, and she is rocking it. And so are my other recruits that I continue to ask. So I can't emphasize enough to just make sure you know that you are helping them as much as they are helping you. And that throw those what ifs out the window because you can do this, and who cares if they say no? You can ask again. Just kidding. Not really. So another thing that I kind of wanted to emphasize is like during the Facebook parties that I like to do. I like to form a relationship with my host, and I do that by trying not to script them too much, because I feel like when you script somebody, they know you're doing it, and they kind of feel like it's impersonal, because Facebook is kind of impersonal in itself. So what I try to do is form a relationship, communicate with them like back and forth more, trying to avoid the scripts, making sure I get all the information to them they need, but not scripting them. And I feel like it's been really successful. I feel like they start to trust me more when they know I'm not doing that, and they'll do more things within the party that actually in the turn help the sales. Another thing I like to do is in the How Old Is Your Reader post, I like to really emphasize that. I know everyone else does too. And I like to make sure that I am giving personalized recommendations on the books. And if that has to be by email so it's less confusing, or I make visuals on photo grid sometimes for them so they have a visual of some of the recommendations I've made. And I think that has been really helpful because I see that they're buying the books that I recommend. And then when the host trusts me, she's able to tag everybody the next day that hasn't responded. And I think that really helps with the sales as well. She trusts me, so she goes ahead and does it because she knows that I wouldn't tell her steer in the wrong direction. And boom, it makes that party a lot much more successful and have that much more participation. Another thing is knowing the books. I thought coming in, I was a veteran because I'm a mom of 2 boys and a speech therapist, and I have used these books for years. And I thought I knew everything, and I didn't. I remember someone posted on Daring Dreamer, so this is your tip, not mine. So shout out to you. I don't remember who posted it though. She listens to YouTube videos when she cleans or is doing things around the house, and I totally started doing that and learning a lot more, and it has made me a better salesperson, I believe. The last thing is the follow up that I do. I know we all do it and it's important. I try not to follow up in a Facebook message with too much information right after the party because it is pretty overwhelming at that point. So, what I do is I say, hey, great party. Let's get some rest and sleep on it. I'll let you know how your sales are in the morning, and we're going to do as much follow up because I think we can get these party sales doubled. And I send an email of what I want them to send to the party guest, whether they were there or whether they were not there. And it's actually in the morning, I'll text them a screenshot of exactly who was ordered, and they're able to message the people that didn't, and it's really successful. And then the follow up with my guests in past parties, I always try to do this. I go to back office and I go to all orders, and I can see every order that's shipped, and I just track it. And I say, oh, I see your order arrived on Tuesday. I hope you loved all the books. Do you have any questions for me? And I always insert hey, Easter's coming up. Do you want to host a party for me? Because they have the books in front of them so they know how great they are. So that follow-up is important for me too. I think that is all for tips. I'm sure you guys already do all those things, but that's just kind of a highlight of what I feel like in my parties, what I think is helpful. I also just know that through this business, I have created all kinds of new friends and made money, and I'm just so blessed to be a part of it. And I think that we have an amazing team, and I can't wait to hopefully meet a lot of you this summer at the convention. So thanks.